Hey, Alex.
Yeah?
What was life like before I was born?
The sky was bluer, the grass was greener, birds would fly in through the window every morning and do my hair. Relatives from throughout the land would flock to be by my side. Not just mom and dad, but grandparents too. Aunts and uncles, cousins, distant relatives, they all wanted to be near me and to give me things. It was a magical time. And then I was told that it would be at an end and that I'd be getting a sister. And I thought, you know, it's not so bad. There could be worse things in this world than a sister. And then you were born. And there was a worse thing. You were that worst thing. And here we are, competing for mom's attention. She loves me more. And yet, somehow, we'll figure it out. And we'll get along. I believe in us. Mostly me.
I'm sorry I peed in your sink when I stayed with you that time. My bad.
That wasn't so great. No.
Had to go.
I'm sorry that I ate a lot of the Snickers out of your Halloween candy when we were kids. I did that. They're delicious.
I'm sorry I embarrassed you that one time in the street.
Just one time?
There was only the one time. I'm sorry I accidentally punched you in the face on the subway. And I am also sorry that in recreating that moment for our friends, I then punched you again in the face.
I thought it was the first punch that was the deepest, but really, it was subsequent punches.
Cat Stevens was wrong.
Cat Stevens was wrong. Cat Stevens, you're wrong. I'm sorry I made fun of you for not knowing how to load the dishwasher, but I feel like, you know, all you do is you put the dishes in, and then you like close it after putting in the detergent, and then you just like hit run.
Very
or wash,
complicated.
and like,
I didn't understand it.
like, I'm actually not sorry. Like, I don't understand why you couldn't figure it out. Like, it was so easy. A child could have done it, and you were that child, yet you weren't.
That brings me to my next apology.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I lied about not knowing how to run the dishwasher. Actually, I do know, and it got me out of a lot of chores.
I knew it.
But thanks for doing the dishes all the time for our family.
Oh, that brings me to my next apology. I'm sorry about the time I slapped you in the face.
Which time was that?
My name is Alex, and this is how I looked and talked when I was younger.
That's not how I sound.
Oh, my name is Zach, and I've spilled popsicle juice all down my belly.
When you would sing Beatles songs into a tape recorder and record them and save them for posterity, well, Mom would save them for posterity, but you get the words wrong. And
We can play one right now.
no, we don't have it, I guess.
I can put it in
Are you
post.
just listening in your brain? Okay, we can play one right now.
Wow, can't buy me love. Oh, can't buy me love. Oh, why you diamond my friend? It's way to feel right. I give you everything, my friend. Now we satisfied. For I don't care too much money. Money can't buy me love.
That's right. Zach didn't want to eat the money.
That makes sense.
It does make sense. Like, I also don't want to
Why would you want to eat money? That
No.
seems like a statement that's fine to make.
Yeah, like, who wants to eat money?
Help! I need somebody to help, not just anybody else. I need somebody help.
Help me if you can. I'm feeling round.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling round. That made sense to
It was
me.
about obesity?
That made sense to me as a kid, because the Beatles were saying, like, I have a problem with binge eating. That's why he's also saying he's the walrus. He's that big. His guitar is weeping because he's that huge. The guitar can't, it's like so far away from him. Or it could be that I was wrong.
I think you were wrong.
I do remember my favorite joke that I came up with.
Yeah,
I believe this is my joke that I created, right?
You did. It's
created
100% Zach.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first joke I ever wrote in my history of being a comedian, and you gotta have a partner with it, so it's good you're here.
Thank goodness.
So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. What's that on your arm? What's that on your arm?
What?
It's your elbow! Ow.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow.
Moo!
Ooh, a musical cow.
It was singing a musical. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting starfish.
Interrupting stuff.
That was the starfish.
Yeah, I
Just
got
my
it.
hand on your face.
These seem more like jokes for you than for the audience.
No. What's worse than finding a worm in your apple?
Half a worm in your apple.
What's worse than finding half a worm in your apple?
The Holocaust!
Think about it. How do you make a tissue dance?
Put a little boogie in it.
That's my favorite one, because it's about boogers.
Mommy, look what I made for you. I made it out of boogers.
Why do I sound like such a heavy smoker?
Boogers.
I feel like there's some topics of our childhood that we just have never really touched on. Like, how is puberty for you?
I could take it or leave it.
Okay.
Yeah. You?
Cool.
Yeah, you?
Brief but exciting. It was like a game show. Every morning you wake up to like, this is your new car! Except instead of a car, it's like 5 hairs on your knuckles. And we're like, that's new and cool. What's my voice doing? And then we're like, this is your new voice!
Do you remember when you were like 7 or 8 and you'd answer the phone? And you'd be like,
Yeah.
hello! And they'd be like, hi Alex! And you'd be mortified and run away. So then they'd be like, you'd answer the phone, they'd be like, hello, and you'd be like, hello. And like somehow that was better.
Like I'd be talking to everyone else and I'm like, oh, I gotta get the phone. Hello. This is the Lennon-Simon residence. How may I connect you?
That is for you! So we spent a lot of time talking about just the two of us, talking about ourselves.
Yep.
And we don't want it to sound like an echo chamber, so we thought that we'd take it out and do kind of a man on the street, interviewing other people.
Or woman.
Or woman, you know?
Any
why
gender.
women? Any gender.
Any
You know,
gender on the street.
not just humans though, like
Sure.
really
Let's open it up.
any living thing on the street interview. It's gonna be called Living Thing on the Street Interviews.
Yeah, we'll do a title card.
Who wants to talk about me? Anyone? Don't all rush in at once. So what do you think about Lennon-Simon Power Hour? Have you guys been watching it or? Yeah? Yeah, I know. It took us a while. I know. It's we had very busy schedules, it's true. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I didn't want to disappoint you guys.
What do you think of Alex and me? Oh yeah? Well, I would never tell her that.
So what's your favorite part of the show? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I never thought about it that. What a fascinating perspective. Thank you so much for your time.
Stop it. Stop it. Oh, this one's a kidder. Well, I gotta leave you now.
We can talk about Zach too. No, let's just talk about me.
In a short sentence, what is the best part of parenting?
In a short sentence?
Mm-hmm.
You mean no commas?
No commas,
semicolons?
no semicolons,
I
no
don't even know how to
ellipses.
use a semicolon.
Just a small
I
sentence.
didn't get that far in structure.
Like Hemingway structure. But
What's
like
the best part of
Or
parenting?
more.
Are the amazing things that your children say and do.
Which one of us do you love more?
I love you both equally.
Yeah, but we all know that's not true.
Yes, it is true.
Yeah,
It is true.
we know it's not true. I don't know what you're talking
It shouldn't
about.
be a competition.
We don't
ever.
compete. It is in the competition. Clearly, there's a winner. It's me. Next question.
I hope you don't use any of that footage.
What was something that we both did that was weird when we were kids?
Everything. I don't know.
Something I liked was when we'd be in the van and a musical would be on and we'd all start singing it. You know, and the classic moment, I guess, is
Lennon-Simon Family Singers.
Lennon-Simon Family Singers, and
Bling
especially,
Hitler.
you know,
We would like choose one, and you guys would hear it over and over and over again, and then you'd like take on the different roles and act them out, and then we would like think about them pretty carefully so that there wasn't anything that seemed inappropriate. Like I wouldn't let you watch The Sound of Music because there were Nazis in it.
Nazis are not appropriate.
Right. At least not when you were little. And then...
Wait, Nazis are not appropriate in our lives?
They're never appropriate, but I especially wanted to shield you from the knowledge of this when you were very little.
But now we can let loose the floodgates of all of the Nazi-dom and swastikas.
I didn't let loose the floodgates. You guys sought it out on your own. It had nothing to do with me.
Are you calling us Nazis? No. This interview got really dark. Did you just call us Nazis? We're Jewish. I don't feel good about this. I need to go.
No, come back here.
What's the worst thing about parenting?
Fear. Mainly fear. Anxiety.
What was your favorite musical performance we did?
Well, I liked everything you did equally, both of you. I just want to make that really clear. I really loved each of you in all of the roles that you did, both of you, the same exact amount.
What else do you want to know?
What was the lamest thing we did when we were kids?
The lamest
Yeah,
thing?
like the worst.
Okay. So, I was in Manhattan at something, and we were going to go to a Cyclones game, their first season. And we were going to go with the Little League and be on the field. And it was 98 degrees. And I came home, and you guys were on the stairs, and you're wearing long pants and sweatshirts. And I go, guys, we're going to the game, and it's right next to the beach. Why are you dressed like that? That was pretty lame.
When Alex and I were kids, did you ever look at us and say, eh?
No.
Oh, really?
Why would I?
I don't know.
When I was a kid, did you ever look at me and be like, his face? Good right now, but what could make it better? Big hairy mustache.
But, you had such a shade of put-up that, you wouldn't want to have anything get in the way of that.
Did you ever think that when I grew up, I would grow a mustache?
Never. Only maybe wearing one in some like Lennon-Simon Power video.
No, that did happen.
Oh, it's a reference!
He predicted the future!
If you could go back to parenting us again, what's one lesson you wish you taught us?
Well, I think we could have maybe done a little better job about the food, exposing you to vegetables earlier and, maybe sort of healthy eating instead of, eating tortellini for the first 3 years of your life until you decided never to eat it again. That was you, Alex, and you...
I mean, I work on a farm now. I feel like I eat a lot of vegetables.
You did a great job, but I just wish that we did that earlier. You know what I mean? Because I really like the way that you...
Yeah, you ruined the first 3 years of our lives.
Well, yeah, and you ate, your 4 food groups were, all starch.
Still are.
I see that's a problem. That's not healthy. We're going to try and fix that.
We'll see.
We're going to try and fix that.
If you had to choose one vegetable in the world never to eat again, what would it be?
One vegetable never to eat again?
Yeah, throw it away. It's garbage.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Maybe I can't think of it. One vegetable. A moo radish.
As creators of the stars of the Lennon-Simon Power Hour, are there any changes you would make? Anything you'd like us to do differently?
Well, I know that you ultimately have creative control over this, and it's really not my job to interfere. But if there could be a little less alcohol drinking, and a little less fake competing for how much... Who's the favorite? Because I think you both know the truth.
We'll do our best, Mom. No promises, though. And now, the Lennon-Simon Family Singers.
I was drunk last night, dear mother. I was drunk the night before. But if you'll forgive me, mother, I'll never get drunk anymore. That's it. That's it. That's the one. Woo! Nailed it. In the can.
Yeah.
Mommy? 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 What song can I play next? What song can I play next?